Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to Miss Tech Hack. Today in this video, I will be discussing about bean scopes in Spring Framework. But before we go ahead, make sure to subscribe to Miss Tech Hack so you don't miss on any of our updates and latest videos. So let's get started. Now, what are bean scopes? Bean scope determines how a bean is instantiated and managed by the Spring container. Choosing the right scope for a bean in Spring depends on the requirements of the application and the desired life cycle of the managed object. The two most common scopes in Spring are Singleton and prototype scope. What is Singleton scope? Only a single instance of the bean is created per Spring application context. This instance is stored and reused each time the bean is requested in the future. The same singleton bean is shared between different components. What is a prototype scope? In the prototype scope, a new instance of the bean is created each time it is requested. Each instance has its own independent state. Bean instances with prototype scope do not share their state with other bean instances. To understand how it is used, let's move to the implementation part. Bean scopes. Copy application context.xml file and create a new Spring config file as bean scope application context. For bean Chinese food, let's add scope as prototype. Now, create a new app class. Right click on the package and click on new class. Enter file name. Let's say we give Spring app bean scope. Check public static void main and click on finish. To avoid rewriting, let's copy the code from previous app class. Replace the name of the Spring config file to bean scope application context.xml. Copy the bean ID of singleton bean, that is Italian food, and replace the bean ID of context.getBean in app class. Copy the bean ID of prototype bean, that is Chinese food, and replace the bean ID of context.getBean in app class. Update the bean names respectively. Now, let's compare bean to check how many instances are created. To do so, directly compare the beans and store under a boolean. Remove existing sysout. Add sysouts specific to beans. and add a sysout for Boolean variable check. Now run the application. You can see it shows the Boolean value is false. That means a new bean is created for both Italian food and Chinese food. Let's create another bean with Singleton scope and compare to check if same bean is used. Add proper sysouts and run the application. You can see it shows the Boolean value is true for the second comparison. It means same bean instance used for both requests of Singleton bean. Let's create another bean with prototype scope and compare to check if different beans are used. Add proper sysouts and run the application. You can see it shows the Boolean value is false for the third comparison. It means different bean instances used for both requests of prototype bean. So, we have seen what are bean scopes and how it is used in Spring Framework. That's it for this series. But if you want more videos on Spring Framework, write yes with the topic name under comment section and I will get back to you with the requested video soon. That's it for this video. I hope you find it useful. For any queries or concerns, write me down in the comment section. Thank you so much. Have a great day.